What up? What up? What up? It's Rec League Podcast, man. This is episode number 188. We was rocking with y'all last week. We back again, and now we should be back on every 2-week episodes, episodic release schedule, whatever you want to say. We got a full squad with us today. Me, Sig, Nick, Rocket, Merritt, and we are like nothing really like noteworthy, worth mentioning happened. No trailers came out that I can think of over the last week. So this whole, like 2/3 of this episode is spoiler talk. There's your warning for The Mandalorian and Grogu. If you haven't seen the new Star Wars movie, go see it, come back, kick it with us. And say, man, the little last third of the episode, I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of forgot what we talked about. But it is an episode. Like I said, Full House. It is very fun. I think it's always fun. I hope y'all do too. So whether you do or not, drop a like, drop a dislike, 1 star, 5 stars, whatever, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all love. No matter where you at in the world. All feedback is good feedback. Theatrically, I'm not gonna remember everything. But over the last 2 weeks, the weekend of the 15th of May, we got Obsession, Curry Barker, horror, Indy Navarrete. Is God Is came out, and In the Gray from Guy Ritchie. This current weekend, The Mandalorian and Grogu came out. I Love Boosters came out, and did something else come out this weekend? I want to say yes, but I am also completely Passenger. That's stupid fucking the great trailer. From what I understand, trash movie. But don't take my word for it. Go see that shit for yourself. Upcoming the weekend of May the 29th. Backrooms from A24. I'm not very thrilled about that one. The marketing isn't doing shit for me. The hype around it, I don't get, but I'm probably in the minority. Again, go see it, form your own opinion. I want to say Power Ballad, starring Paul Rudd and one of the Jonas Brothers, comes out the 29th also. And we will be back with y'all on the 7th, so the weekend of June the 5th, we got Masters of the Universe and Scary Movie. 2 sequel, reboot, requel, two properties that are trying to find new legs in 2026. Pointless dead air. On physical media, the week of the 12th of May, we had a Moneyball 4K, Bridesmaids 4K, a Fight Club 4K Steelbook, Twinless with, I want to say that's Dylan O'Brien. I thought that was a way busier Tuesday, but that looks to be about it. I see the Delta on Criterion. I don't even know what that is. Let's hit May the 19th. Avatar Fire and Ash, Speed Racer 4K, Body Heat 4K. Looks like a Steelbook, but I don't think it is. Fallout Season 2. Is that Vinegar Syndrome put out Ginger Snaps? The Bride, The Walk 4K, Arrow put out Conan the Barbarian, and The Warriors. Did the actual, like, true version of The Warriors get the release, though? Because that's what I heard, like, why I shouldn't buy The Warriors, because they're never putting out, like, the best version. Reminders of Him. Bring It On, 7 movie collection. Moving on to this upcoming Tuesday, the 26th. I think the only thing I'm checking for on the 26th of May is that Parenthood 4K. Arrow's putting out Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Kino Lorber's putting out The Great Outdoors. There's a Rambo combo pack. Sentimental Value from Criterion. Lenny from Criterion. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You from A24. Student Bodies. What is that Sabu Blu-ray? I don't know what Heel is. It's definitely not the Stars wrestling series. So June the 2nd. One battle after another. 4K Steelbook. Charade from Criterion. Hoppers. A lot of re-releases. Covert Affairs, the complete series. The Creep Tapes season 2. Not a lot on the 2nd of June. I'll be back. Squad will be here, and we will be talking The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's a Record League. Back again. Y'all seen them chuckleheads last episode. Rocket.
So
You've been missing for a month. I was putting out milk cartons.
Boy is back.
Is everything cool?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good.
You said your favorite movie of the year. You said your favorite movie all year is Devil Wears Prada. You was online looking to shop.
Nah, we're good.
Mandalorian and
That
Grogu.
movie was good though. That movie's good. That movie is good though.
I like The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah,
So did I.
That was pretty solid.
Mortal Kombat, Obsession.
Those I got to catch up. Last one I saw, like I said, Friday was Star Wars.
Michael.
I haven't seen it yet, bro. I'm like lacking. I'm lacking.
You was up there fully invested in that Timberwolves playoff run. It's cool.
Nah, the Knicks run. Get it right. Knicks run.
How do I exit? Knicks. Yeah.
Don't hate.
Oh, I'm super hating. There's one hump that the Knicks couldn't get over the last 2 seasons that is missing from this playoffs.
Yep. The Pacers, I give it to
Take
them.
advantage, man. Take advantage. Next season,
they obviously taking advantage.
Just to lose in the finals.
Yo, you gotta relax.
Hey, movie podcast. Stay on track.
I'm not gonna relax because this Knicks playoff run is a movie because it's gonna be team refs versus team refs in the finals.
I was about to say, while we being funny, you could legit go player for player with the Knicks and Thunder and be like, they're like a reflection of each other. They have the exact same thing. Shea and Brunson are pretty much the same player. When you think about it.
Flop Kings.
Put it in there. And then you have Shea. I mean, you have Shet Holmgren, and then you have Cat. Like, you have, like, they are a mirror of each other.
Sassy Kings.
In terms of, like, huh?
Sassy Kings.
You gotta relax, bro.
So,
unbelievable.
I mean, in the last week, not a lot really happened. So we about to spend a whole ass hour and a half and see, like, I want to go, like, level by level to this. Because, Merritt, you are not a Star Wars guy, but you saw this movie. So if you have not seen The Mandalorian and Grogu, do not fuck with us because we are not leaving anything off the table. Now, like, what did you think about the Jabba the Hutt sex scene?
Stupid.
There was kind of one, sort of.
They were connected.
They were doing something in there.
No, like, as somebody who doesn't fuck with Star Wars, like, what did you think about this movie?
Like, going into it, not knowing anything about anything, what I can say was this movie did a good job of, like, putting the pieces together where, as a person who don't know anything about anything, can go in and watch this movie and be like, oh, okay, I kind of get the gist of what the Mandalorian does, what he's about, or whatever. And then Baby Yoda, because Baby Yoda has kind of been, like, a popular thing for a long time, right? Mm-hmm. And, like, kids love that. So, like, telling that story, I think the movie did a very good job in terms of, like, just putting a story together, not knowing anything. I think, and, like, I've been seeing other reviews and gripes where people complain because they're like, oh, this just could have been an episode of the show, or this could have been, this was just them extending an episode of the show and making it a movie about. And because I don't have those gripes, these aren't complaints for me, right? This is like, oh, okay, I went and saw a movie. I was very entertained by this movie. Was it the best movie of the year? No, but it's a good movie to go see, and kids are gonna love it for sure. So I did call Randy, and I was like, yeah, so pretty much he's a contracted space Power Ranger, right? Like he goes around, he does his thing. He got his little baby with him. I get it. No, it had some emotional parts to it. Had really good action. Told a really good story. And based off of this movie, I kind of get the gist of why the Empire Strikes Back, why, like, a lot of other things that, like, I know about, but I'm not completely invested in. So yeah, that I was entertained. Pretty good movie, man.
Jon Favreau directed his Iron Man movie for Star Wars.
Yeah, yes.
I was like, he's a Power Ranger, man. This dude's like...
I will say this. I love how Merritt put it too, is like someone who's not invested as much into Star Wars. I will say this, and I do agree with him in the sense of, if you never watched the show or anything, it was its own standalone movie where you didn't need to see the show. Like, they made it separate. So, people that are coming into this just fresh, just to see Grogu, and all that, they understood it. They got the gist of it. They enjoyed it. Someone like me who grew up on it, and that's, I remember watching, the originals, all that stuff growing up. Like, this could have been, I wish what they would have done with this movie, to me, it felt like they took 4 scripts of 4 episodes and put them together. Like, you can tell when the breaks was like, okay, here's this part of the movie, here's the first third, that could have been an episode. It's like, you could tell how, like, the way it would reach it and end, and then the way the next scene was, it was like, okay, here's a new episode. Like, that I could tell from, like, just watching the show, but I wish they would have done, if anything, they would have done a shorter version of a season 4 and then do a movie. Because the way I seen it is they were going to do a season 4 and a movie. Then they scrapped season 4 to do the movie. And my thing about it is I take it most of us do watch the show. It was just...
There's a show?
Another side... It was just another side adventure for Mandalorian Grogu. Like, it didn't move the Star Wars needle forward.
There we go, yeah.
Like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, because remember, this takes place, the first season of The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So this takes place after Return of the Jedi and before Force Awakens. It would be nice to be even a little tidbit of hearing how, how they rose up again, like the Empire came back for like Force Awakens, like little steps of how that's building back up again. But they didn't do that. It was just Mandalorian Grogu on another adventure, which could have been done, I think, on TV. And then if they would have done this on TV, then I could see them building up to a show. I mean, a movie, building up to a movie. At the end of the day, though, it's like, I just feel like it's like, let's take Star Trek, for example, the original Star Trek. They had the TV show for a while, and then they did the 4 movies, and the 4 movies felt cinematic. To me, Wrath of Khan is probably the best one, right? But the show you could feel was a show. The show was the show, and then the movies felt more cinematic. Yeah. This one felt like a prolonged version of the TV episode that was just 2 hours long. That could, like, Star Wars is grander. It's an event. When a Star Wars movie comes out, is an event. I didn't feel like that. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed the movie for what it was. The movie I'm looking forward to, though, is Starfighter with Ryan Gosling. That seems to be more of the grander Star Wars event, because that's going to, I'm hoping, moves the needle towards wherever they place it in the timeline about Star Wars going forward.
I've heard word about Star Wars, like what it might be, and if it is what I'm hearing it might be, it could be really cool.
Yeah, that's the key word.
Love it.
Key word I like that Rocket is using is cinematic. And, the plans, like he said, the writer strike and the director strike, is what led to this being a movie instead of a season of a show. And I think it's not a complaint from my end, but it does seem like that. Just in a big episode, there's nothing. If nobody's ever seen the show and you had them binge the show and presented the movie as a show, I bet you they wouldn't know it's supposed to be a movie, and kind of like that. And that's not necessarily a problem because, like I said in my thing, the movie was entertaining. So it's not a problem per se. It's just being a fan of the show, we're always going to have it in the back of our head. Like, yeah, it's really not okay, but now what? It really didn't push anything forward. It gave us a good story. Yeah. Again, it's a good piece of entertainment, but it's just something wasn't there. The oomph factor wasn't there. But it wasn't bad. It's not going to be bad. But nothing didn't take it over, to that next level, so to speak. But
now, Nick,
I'll tell you one thing. Something throughout the years and years of Star Wars, like Yoda, when Yoda first came out, and they should really have an Oscar category for voice acting. Because I think one of the best performances in the movie was actually Jeremy Allen White.
Oh, see, I was gonna say, in the award for the actor best at making baby sounds. I wanted to get to that shit though. Yeah, was there an effect on Jeremy Allen White's voice, or did he just figure out how to take the anxiety out of his inflection?
Yeah, he had the kind of whiny anxiety.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Lip in Shameless and The Bear. Like he just naturally fucking. Iron Claw, Deliver Me From Nowhere. He sounds like him, but in this, there was a little alteration.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be because he could obviously make his voice deep. I don't think it was anything because you could tell it's his voice if you listen. Once you know it's him, but I don't know. Probably some post-production stuff was thrown over it. But this is another thing. This is still related to Star Wars because I was saying this through the movie. And I asked myself, I never really paid attention. Like, what is this movie rated?
Rude and shit. PG-13.
This is not a PG-13 movie. This is the PGest of PGest movies.
Back in the day, it would have been like textbook PG.
What happened to the PG rating? It's like people are embarrassed to use it.
Everything, nothing is G anymore. Everything's PG. Like Frozen is PG.
Yeah, that's true. The G is just gone. But this is not a PG-13 movie.
Like those movies are PG. And so Star Wars.
Yeah. No, that was a little observation, but
I mean, if you watch the show too, you notice Sigourney Weaver's character, she didn't really need to be in it. I feel like she was in it because that would have been Carl Weathers doing that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. It was the way the season 3 ended, he was talking to the dude about being available for all this work and shit. So I'm assuming that character put Mandalorian onto her.
Yeah,
but it is still the same position as the Carl Weathers character.
It's directly for the Republic now. So that's where they were like, okay, we'll have him basically he's not a bounty hunter anymore. He's telling himself he's working directly for them, so we can just change it a little tweak. Thank God we got the whatever device. They'll just be
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what the budget was for the movie and all that. I hope
165.
I hope they make a little bit of profit on this. And I don't
they're gonna make a profit.
I'm hoping that this becomes their own little trilogy, but also if they do 2 more movies, it starts moving it forward. Because like I said, it's like anything else. If you think about it, this is kind of a prequel event prior to Force Awakens. We already know what happens in Force Awakens. I want to know how it gets there. Like how, in A New Hope, opening scene, Darth Vader comes in, all that. He's going after the plans, But yet in Rogue One, they did a great job of showing how the rebellion got the plans, got into the hands of Princess Leia. We already knew what was going to happen. We knew they all died. At the end of the day, though, is how it happened.
Yeah, you're talking about how. Mm-hmm.
And to me, what's more interesting to me is, we know where Star Wars is at now with Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. We know all that, where it's at now in the timeline. What I'm more intrigued about is, and I think Kathleen Kennedy kind of effed this up, is when they had Benioff and Weiss, the writers of Game of Thrones, they were going to do an old Republic style Star Wars that took place thousands of years before any of anything. And that's where you had Darth Revan and all, like, you know, Darth Plagueis, all this. That would have been more interesting to me as a prequel, because of, like, how did this all start? Like, everything, you know, the rule of two with the Sith and all that. Like, how did this all start to lead up to where, like, you know, Phantom Menace and all that? Like, that's more intriguing to me than this, because, like I said, look, Star Wars is a vast world of universe. Outer space is vast, okay? And yet everybody keeps on in this vast universe. Everybody keeps on bumping into the same characters. Like we got to get away from that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like we're not at the bodega store at the corner here where everybody knows everybody. You know, it's like, it's just, you have to expand more or less.
The Mandalorian kind of like, I would say it like lost its way, because it was great. All 3 seasons were really good to me. Like, I was like, oh, this is awesome. But it's like, everybody watched the first season of Mandalorian, and it was like Space Cowboy. Like, it was bounty law. Like, it was just like him, like, doing stuff. And he had a little guy. It was like, oh, this kicks ass. This is awesome. You know, like, where it is. It's like, okay, it's a little bit after Return of the Jedi, so there's nothing really going on. Like, it's like, okay, we're allowed to just go over here and, like, watch these 2 guys, like, do their stuff. And people loved it. It got nominated for, like, Emmys. Like, it was like, it was great. And so then it was like, it's just weird. It was like immediately the response, like, they're like, where are we going for season 2? And it was just like, well, he's going to meet Bo-Katan. You know her from the cartoon. And it's like, huh? And it's like, no, you know her. You love her. And he's going to help her do a thing. And she's going to be like, okay, I can't help you do your thing, but I know someone who can. And he's going to go somewhere and meet someone. He's going to meet Ahsoka. You know Ahsoka from the cartoon. And it's like, not really.
But, you know, that's not a coincidence. That's That's the, I mean, Disney owns it. What can you call it? I'm giving a nickname right quick. Call it the
Filoni-verse.
No, not even the fact that he's doing this.
The Marvelization of Star Wars.
There you go. That's what I'm leaning toward. The Marvelization. And it's like, oh, like the finger snap. How many times you doing that through season 2? Like what Nick is talking about.
It's good. Like, it's tough, but it's like, okay, you got to go to a Jedi, and it's like, you got to help her, you know, liberate this town. And then at the end, she's like, all right, I can't take the baby, but I know a guy who can. You got to. He goes over here and fucking Boba Fett is still alive. Yeah. Holy shit, I have your armor somehow. And Boba Fett's like, oh, let me help you do this thing. And then Boba Fett goes to fucking Jabba the Hutt's palace and takes over that job. And it's like, Jabba the Hutt's palace, and you're like, oh, look at that guy. And that guy, I know that guy.
Yeah.
And Luke Skywalker shows up. And it's like, if you'd have told me at the beginning of The Mandalorian, season 1, that it's like, okay, we're going to end up here, and Mark Hamill is going to be in this, I'd have been like, are you fucking kidding me? It's great. Mm-hmm. It's great as like somebody who like enjoys just Star Wars, but it is kind of like, that's where like people act like season 3, like it fell off. I'm like, season 3 like did a bunch of work to like get it back on. Like they were like,
right,
let's go back and like look at the lore of like Mandalore,
which is why it still makes no sense what they did with the Book of Boba Fett.
It's so stupid. It's the dumbest. Yeah. It's awesome again, but it's also like you have to have watched it.
Yeah, it's just no getting around it.
Yeah, I think Book of Boba Fett is probably, like, TV show wise, to me, Andor is number 1. Book of Boba Fett,
I don't think the Book of Boba Fett
is not the best thing.
It's like they run out of story. It's like, okay, he's gonna go and he's gonna
like, who's remembered first watching that? You see Mandalorian, like, ooh, okay. Then the whole, like, wait a minute, this is then you put on the pause, like, oh yeah, still watching Book of Boba Fett.
Half of that show is him, like, he goes and gets a fucking
the sword, not the sword.
She like tricks out a Naboo's for him to fly around in.
Yeah, the dark saber after the sword.
He goes like this baby. Like, I can't explain this to people. I was like, you really don't like. If you're as into Star Wars as I am for as like my entire life, and just like really like take it real seriously, and like I take these characters seriously and all this stuff. I'm like, It's like fucking. He goes. He's like, I gotta go get my friend, and he goes to this fucking planet where Luke Skywalker is training the baby, like, to use the Force, and like Ahsoka's there when
Yeah, she's just chilling. Hey, what up?
and like that's her. That's his dad. Was her? I'm like, this should be like the biggest deal. Like in theory, this should be like the biggest deal.
Yeah,
Like Star Wars lore. Like, holy shit, that's Anakin's son, and they're just kind of like, oh hey,
right.
and the baby, and like fuck. He goes there, sees the baby, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'll leave the baby here. The baby sees him, and he's like, oh, I want to go. And Luke's like, you can go. I've got a ship. Like, you can leave. I'm not gonna like make you stay here. And the fucking Grogu the baby, gets in Luke's X-wing with fucking R2-D2 in it.
Yeah,
Like, flies to fucking Tatooine to help the Mandalorian, like help Boba Fett. And like, he gets there, and Boba Fett's riding a Rancor beat. Like, it's the most out of control thing. And I'm like, if you'd have like made me write something when I was 12, I wouldn't have written. I would have been like,
Now,
fucking,
all of that you just said, Nick. Now, take all of that and just scratch it,
yeah,
because that's what happened when the average Mandalorian fan went from season 2 to season 3.
You gotta see,
Yep.
And but you know where Mandalorian blew up, because everybody likes, or it was Baby Yoda for
Baby
a season and a half,
Mhm.
and then Ahsoka told Mando his name,
That's his
From
name.
which was cool. He kept calling him
And
Grogu.
Ahsoka is played by Rosario. Just to,
Yeah, whew.
just to pique your
Rosario.
interest.
Oh no, I know.
from the
Yeah.
Orange, alien, still fine.
the cartoon that we all love so much.
Yeah. And
But,
Merritt, can you answer this? Merritt, who is Ahsoka's trainer?
Shit, I don't know. Don't ask me no trivia.
You know,
You know this.
Anakin.
It's
Oh, I know.
Anakin. It's Anakin.
Anakin.
Oh, okay.
Someone
No, man,
hasn't
listen,
been
I have
listening.
hold on, because y'all going down this whole road.
Yeah.
I have a very simplistic question about this movie. I need
Yeah.
to know if I'm tripping or not. Okay. Grogu, whatever his name is, right? Grogu, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Grogu. All right. So he obviously had the power of the Force, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this just a this movie thing? Because this is a critique of mine from
What's up?
watching the movie.
he has been trained by Luke.
Yeah. He
He's
naturally
been getting
used
progressively
the
stronger.
Force for the first
So-
time on his own.
But like in the movie, right?
Yeah.
And then and my problem is because I just heard Randy say he gets progressively stronger, right?
Right.
Mhm.
I'm watching the movie, and some scene I feel like they used him in terms of like his maturity and not maturity. However they want it based on moving the scene along.
Mhm.
Because like there's parts in the movie, right, where it's like, oh, he's a baby. Like he don't follow directions well. He's a baby, right? There's parts in the movie where he's like that, where it's like, okay. But then there's other parts in the movie where that character is rational enough to like
Yeah.
handle major tasks, right? And it's like what? Like he couldn't figure out, like he went
The
from like
buttons.
just pushing buttons, right? And be like, no, don't do that. Strap yourself in like a baby.
And then went on
to
a
like,
whole ass rescue mission.
right? and like
But that's to answer your question. It's consistent with the show, though.
Yeah.
but,
It is.
right.
The behavior.
But like it's like, is he supposed to be like that?
My thing
Yeah,
is, my shit is like, he's Grogu. The Mandalorian's the boss. So when the big shit hits the fan, he's gonna take care of it. But when he's not around, I gotta step up.
Yeah.
No, I got that. But like, I get like.
And he's 50 years old.
That was
Yes.
I was gonna say. He's also 50 years old.
But
Yeah, which is
Yoda
baby
Yoda
years.
was 900 at the
900.
end of like Empire.
Right. So, cause it's like, you watch when I'm watching it, like it'll be like stuff like I saw him pick Mando up and slide him into this hut or whatever, and I saw him hide him
But then
because
he kept bumping his head.
No, of course, but like it's one of those things where it's like if you're watching something, right? Like you and like for the first time, and you're like, oh, this is like he really don't understand certain things, right? But then you watch him advance strategize other things, and it's like that's kind of right. Like I watched him pick Mando up and put him in his thing and hide him and close his injury and make sure he like. There's some things that like earlier in the movie, it's like he wouldn't even know to do that. Cave. That type of thing. But then it'll be something simple like they need to open this door and they're stuck at this door and it's like, yo, he could just open the door. Like and he's going, it's like
kept firing the guns at him. Like the
with the button did.
And I was like, I just wonder if that was like a writing issue or if this is like how they always
they do. If you ever watch the Family Guy like Star Wars episodes, they did the Return of the Jedi, like when they go to Endor and Lois is playing Leia and she comes out and she's got like the dress and like her hair like braided. And Peter's like, he's like, they did your hair? And she's like, yeah, they braided it. He's like, so they use sticks and rocks for everything, but they know the finer points of
I mean, it's stuff like that. There's
like just watching it was like, oh, okay, so he, you know, and I totally understand because we've seen that story a million times where it's like a younger somebody or a kid or something is being led and they're just doing what they're told to do because they have a leader and then the leader's not there and then they have to, but it's like based on like that age group they tried to paint him in and then what they allowed him to do later, like just, and it wasn't like later, it was kind of like in this early scene he was like, oh, he's super duper smart because he could do this, and then they'll show another scene where it's like, oh, he's not as developed enough yet, but then in another scene it's like, oh, he's super duper smart, and it's like it's going up and down, and I'm like,
I mean, like so basically a child.
Yeah, that's
all of these questions are answered.
They call him kid and they call him the child for most of the show.
Yeah. But also he was with his little buddies, which are
I was gonna say he had that whole squad of little rat mechanics.
First of all, that voice acting was great. They was the comedy in my movie theater, and like everybody was laughing with them, and the way that they manipulated, like having them say things that we understand, but it being broken.
But they still was kind of
genius.
We told your bitch ass we was coming back.
Yeah,
like was genius.
Like, come on, baby, we'll be back.
They called him the big guy.
Yeah.
Moaning
come up
in Harry Potter. The girl from Bridget Jones, that was her voice. I didn't
really
know that. Yeah, I played Babu Frick too in The Rise of Skywalker, but I didn't know that.
But speaking of voiceover, that's something that I want to ask y'all. They were showing the credits at the beginning, which like wow, a movie actually showing opening credits, and a couple of names popped up, and I want to know
one of the goats.
What who?
One of the goats.
No, not Marty.
Hey,
I love Marty, but a couple of other names popped up. I want to know if y'all like who the hell is that? So Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder. During the opening credits, those names came up like top billing after Pedro Pascal.
They're the like I want to say stunt guy, but they're not stunt guys. They're like the.
So Lateef Crowder is technically that. Every time Mando is doing an action thing, Lateef Crowder, capoeira expert, who's
he's in the suit.
Excellent thing. Yeah, he's in the suit. Every action scene, everything. And Brendan Wayne is basically the walking Mandalorian, doing everything, laying down, walking. Pedro Pascal essentially is just voice acting.
Nothing. He didn't do shit.
Unless he's got to take that hat off.
And unless when he takes the helmet off, that's the only time Pedro's on the set. He's basically a voice actor for Mando.
But what's the suit made out of?
The suit is basically
you gotta watch season 1.
So are you talking about like practical filmmaking wise or within the show?
No, within the show, what is the suit made out? Because they was like he got bit by the thing. He got hit. It's like, what the hell kind of suit is
But
this?
Nick kind of mentioned that earlier.
You gotta
This
watch
made out
season
of-
1.
Yeah.
Beskar, Mandalorian, forged steel.
Yeah, it's like they made it a whole plot point during a couple of episode threads or yeah, this
But like, I want to get
that's real deal.
I want to get Nick's like, as somebody who Star Wars is everything to. I want to get Nick's reaction because we got Merritt, we got the newbie. I want to get the Star Wars obsessive who didn't you can log the movie and not give it a star rating. Ass.
I guess I hate, like, it's just like my thing with Star Wars. Like, I went and saw this. I'm like, this could be a 5 as far as I'm concerned. I'm like, dude, I had a great time. I loved it. I'm gonna go see it again. I really like the opening, like 15 minutes. Like,
I can't wait to see every version of every format of this movie on your page.
Yeah, I'm gonna. But it's probably only gonna be like 2 or 3. But I'm gonna buy them
until the re-release comes out.
There'll be a Blu-ray, a Steelbook, maybe a regular 4K, and like a DVD probably, and that'll be it. But I'm gonna buy them.
Did they give y'all a collector's card?
Huh?
I got one. I got 2 actually.
My movie theater, I got 2 too.
I didn't get shit. I got a popcorn bucket.
Man, that's valet.
Nick, if you send me your address, I'll send you one.
Okay.
No, it's cool.
He's like,
they were giving them out to, like, for most theaters. They
they didn't give me shit. I had to spend $30 for my popcorn combo.
Oh, I meant to get a
helmet. Did you
Yo, send me your address, Nick. I'll send you the collector's card, man.
I completely spaced it. I meant to get a 10.
But yeah, I had a great time. It's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, like Rocket said, like, doesn't really push the needle forward. But also, it did feel like there are literally points, like pretty much every time Sigourney Weaver showed up, it was almost like to bookend, like there's literally a part where he goes to her and he's like, this one got messy. I gotta take a break. And, like he goes and like chills like on a planet for a bit. Like, I gotta take a break. It's like a video game where it's like, okay, good work, Mando. And then it's like, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Like, it was kind of like that, but I never bored. Like it wasn't just like, it wasn't like mashed. Like it was like the Clone Wars movie. I don't know if you've seen the Clone Wars movie. That is literally like 3 or 4 episodes of the show.
Yes.
And meanwhile over here, and it's like, okay, none of this is anything. It's just episodes. Rhoda the Hutt is in it. He's a baby. Yeah. It's fucking goddamn motherfucking baby.
Also, didn't he not learn his lesson from that? He got bust Court Wars, and he gets caught. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, like, yeah. Dave Filoni. Like, but I don't hate it.
Gave himself some dialogue.
Stuff. If you've ever watched the Star Wars, like the Clone Wars and like the Bad Batch and Rebels and all that stuff, like, it's really fucking good. It's not something I go back and watch all the time because I'm an adult, but it's really good. It is really good.
I got a question for y'all after Nick finished. But
be all that it is. Like, I don't want everything to be like, oh, you know Zeb. You know Zeb, the purple guy. You know him. You know from Rebels. And it's like, I'm 35. Like, I didn't know what is Rebels? And it's like, Zeb. Okay. But they also didn't waste a bunch of time, like, having him, like, walk out of the shadow, like, oh, it is your favorite character, Zeb. Like, he's just kind of in it. And it's like, okay, you know. And if
and I kind of like how he got introduced in season 3.
Yeah, he just like
the Mandalorian. So it's like
he was just like, well, here we go again, or something. Who the fuck are you? Like, why did you acting like I know who you are? And then that's what, like, the Ahsoka show was like. I was initially kind of stoked for it. Like, I was like, oh, cool, she's getting her own show. Like, we get to see her, like, as an adult, like, going her way. And it was just Rebels season 5. Like, they were like, we're just going to make live action versions of all these people. We're not really going to introduce them. And everybody's going to meet, like, oh, it's you. And it's like, who the fuck is this now? And we meet again. And it's like,
who the fuck is you?
No, you. I came to watch Ahsoka. So this movie not being so tethered to the show, I think is going to work in its favor. Like I told him, and I was like, you should rewatch the show. Like he didn't remember. Like I don't even know if he watched season 3. I know he watched season 2 because I remember him talking about Luke. But I told him, and he just like didn't. He like fell behind. He would come home and like watch the news or whatever. And like he didn't watch the whole show, and I went and saw it with him. He had no problem following the movie at all.
Oh, people who watch movies.
Yeah,
I know. We're spoiled because we now watch movies where everything is connected and everything is one huge story. Bro, it's okay to go to the movies and watch a movie that's not connected to anything and be all right with it. Like there's okay for there to be a universe of something, Marvel, Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever. It's okay for there to be a universe of something. And you go to the movies to see something that's in that universe that's not connected to everything else and enjoy it, man. But people going to the movies to see movies, to see what it connects to next, you're already ruining your movie experience from the jump. This was a good movie.
Yeah, you're subconsciously putting something. Yeah,
it didn't need to move anything forward. It didn't need to go and reiterate something from the past. This was a movie to introduce new kids, little kids to Star Wars, and a movie to go turn off your brain and enjoy a story about the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. That's it.
That's something
and in terms of that, it did its job.
Yeah, you kind of get into the question I had, because it's the funny thing is about, I guess, movie criticism is people get caught up in not liking a movie for what it wasn't, and then they forget about what it was.
Especially Star Wars fans.
Yeah. And so another thing is Randy brought up the term, the Marvelization of now I want y'all to tell me, when the movie went off, I knew the answer, and when the movie went off, Mandalorian Grogu, I got up and left. How many people did y'all see just sitting there?
There's gonna be a
you know what I mean? That's the Marvelization. Without questioning it, without looking at it, people just now, it's just.
But they're doing that with everything. They're not even just doing. They're doing. I saw people doing that in Obsession.
Yeah,
I saw people doing that in Is God Is. Like I see people waiting or going on their phone to look to see if there's an after credit scene after.
I hit Google. I hit Google for everything. You never know now, so I'll hit Google for every movie. Does such and such have a post credit scene? No, peace.
Yeah. But more people. If you get up and look, you just see people just sitting there. It's just programmed like, oh, it's a Star Wars, or it's got to be something. Most people don't even check. They just, like you said, for movies that Obsession, I saw it too. That these people aren't waiting.
Nikki will return in Doomsday.
You never.
But it's just like
I knew it.
But it's
post credit scene, Rocket with the One Wish Willow.
But they want everything. We're in this world now where everything is supposed to connect to the next thing. Like we're spoiled in that way, and people are like judging movies based off of this now, though. Like they're saying this movie didn't do anything for the story of Star Wars, whatever. Yeah. And it's like sometimes, bro, you go to the movies to turn your brain off, and sometimes
it did what it needed to for its own shit.
Right.
Sometimes a story is just 2 hours. Maybe it's not 10 years.
Whether they want to do The Mandalorian and Grogu 2, whether they want to do season 4, this movie did what it needed to do for this character.
Yeah, I'd watch 100 more of these.
And if you were entertained, that's specific. When I watched this movie, I said, "Oh, they made this to entertain their."
And the thing is, I brought that up earlier about it doesn't move or push the needle, and that's fine. But I don't think that's such a big thing to fault the movie, and a lot of people are doing that.
Nah,
right.
Walk onto the ship at the end of every fucking thing.
Yes.
And it's like, everything's not going to be that. The Mandalorian didn't need to be that to begin with. They just kind of wrote, like, that should have been how it ended. Like, they ever, like, wrote, like, an ending for The Mandalorian? Like, okay, we're going to end this and we're going to leave these characters where they lay. That should have been it. It should have been like, holy fuck. It would have been like,
but tell me this, y'all. It's related.
Went back.
And this dude is, there's going to be another movie. People are already assuming another movie coming out in July. Just give this dude the Oscar. And with this movie, I like some of the. What's that?
Are we talking about the score?
Yes.
That shit was
I'm
fire. I mean, it's
and I
fire
wanna
on the
ask
show,
y'all-
but it was fire in the movie.
Yes. I want to ask
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
this. Like, this dude, Ludwig Göransson is only 41.
Multiple time
And
Oscar winner.
I think this dude is already what the children say goated. It's amazing what this dude has done with his career, and you can say he's been in 10 years now, but that's still a short amount of time. You got to realize, for example, John Williams has been doing scores before our parents were born. All of us.
He's still going for
Yes,
the time being.
He's still going. He's
going.
doing
Facts.
Disclosure Day. It's like he's contractually attached to Steven Spielberg.
Facts.
like the soul. Like he's 90. He's been doing this for generations. But
Till you're
Ludwig,
90.
yeah, Ludwig, that dude is like the difference.
He won for Black Panther. He won for Oppenheimer. He won for Sinners.
One for Sinners, and he has the Odyssey coming up.
Whew.
And
Fire.
but this dude, yeah, he had the Mandalorian theme is obviously in the movie, but if you listen throughout, there's some of the themes and the music, like it's real.
He about to get nominated for this and for Odyssey.
He should. He's gonna be a double nominee if that's not
I'll tell you this right now. With him, you have like if you go back, you go through this. John Williams to me, Hans Zimmer. Those were the top two. He could easily, when it's all said and done, maybe, and it's sacrilegious to say, pass John Williams.
I mean, that's what I mean by he's only 41 and he's just.
It's the thing with like doing scores. It's like you have to have like there's like John Williams has done so many different scores, so many different themes,
Iconic thing, yeah.
You can
Home
tell
Alone.
when you hear it. You can just like tell you're like John Williams did it. Even like Home Alone, which is nothing like Jaws. It is nothing like
Raiders.
Indiana. But you hear it, and it's like John Williams did this. You can do it with Danny Elfman. It's like
The Simpsons.
it's like his different scores. Like you'll hear like Spider-Man theme sounds nothing like Beetlejuice, and it's like this is Danny Elfman cooked here. Like Danny Elfman is
The Simpsons, damn it.
that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying
He
about
plays- And shit. And you like hear it. It's like
yeah.
Goranson.
So did you guys?
He also
So
sung
did
as
you
Jack
guys-
Skellington.
So dead in the middle of this movie, I was watching a certain scene in this movie,
Oh, I
And
know
I
what you're about to
said-
say. Go ahead.
and I said
Grogu
they
full
definitely
frontal.
was watching Thor Ragnarok when they made this.
For
That
sure.
whole arena fighting scene, I was
Mhm.
like, man, I feel like I'm watching Thor Ragnarok again.
For sure.
Did get like it's funny again though. It's like it's one of those things where they're like, we want you to recognize this. We want you to know what this is. We want you to know. It's like it's a Dejeric match. It's a Dejeric match. Yeah, it's a Dejeric match, and it's like Dejeric is the fucking game that Chewie is playing when he's on the Millennium Falcon, like the chess thing. And I'm
Yeah, I'm
like,
pretty sure that went over a lot of people's heads.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's what I told my nephew. If you look at the creatures that came out from the sides when the Mandalorian was helping him out, those creatures were on the chessboard. Those are the creatures that are on the chessboard.
Yeah.
Dejeric match. It is a Dejeric. Dejeric match, and I'm like, Dad, it's a Dejeric.
Yeah. But before I forget, I want to ask y'all a question. Toward the end of the movie, especially with
When the credits came up,
no, not with the credits. right before,
Those credits.
with a couple of characters with what's Jeremy Allen, the Road to the Hut.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So there's a couple of scenes. Oh no, it's scenes. A couple of shots with Rhoda, and even the little things where I think they paid homage to old school stop motion. There are a couple of shots.
Me too.
Did y'all notice those?
Yeah, I did.
I'm like, oh, that's interesting. They went to like old school stop motion for a second. Like, it's specifically a scene when they're trying to escape. Like, how do we get out of here? Like, I think it's this way. It's like a jitteriness, and I don't know.
It made it look like I saw it, and I was like, oh.
I think
did
they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like that's what it's like. Everybody, you think of Jabba the Hutt, no matter how many different times they've done Jabba the Hutt, but special editions or like the Blu-rays or Phantom Menace or whatever. It's like you still just kind of think of like the big ass fucking meat suit from Return of the Jedi. It's just that
Yeah.
thing going up, and it's like that's him. at the Pizza Hut.
So is they are they normally just stationary, like don't move?
Kinda. That's what, like Yoda is just like a guy with like a hand up his ass. Like,
Yeah, until the special editions came up, and then he was just slithering when.
Yeah.
it's so much better. It's just Yoda. They look more tangible. Like Yoda looks like a guy in Empire Strikes Back, and in Attack of the Clones, he does not look like a guy. He looks like a thing that is not in the scene.
An alien.
Talking to. There's nobody.
Oh boy.
Jackson and like Ewan McGregor are like walking, talking. Yes, I agree. Yes. What say you? And it's like the fucking cartoon down there, and it's like, oh, this isn't as good. This isn't as good as like Luke with a puppet, like in a little house.
I enjoyed this movie though, man. I really did.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. You guys think to make another one?
And we about to see with the box office in a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it all comes down to it. That's
My
all
movie
that
theater
matters.
was packed.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
packed. The handicap spots was taken. My movie theater was packed.
That kill me. People don't.
They're allowed to see.
So I went to a 9:00 show on Friday
Nick, I'm
night,
saying that
and there was
regular
people in
people were
there.
sitting in the handicap spots.
Yeah.
I went to the 9
9
o'clock show.
o'clock. Ooh.
9:00 show, and there was people in there, but it wasn't packed. And that's where like, from what I hear, like they're saying the projections where it's going to be. Solo right now is the lowest grossing opening weekend for any Star Wars movie, and I enjoyed Solo.
So
It
did
made
I.
up.
They say it's going to make less than that, and as of Friday night, it made 33 million. But that's domestically, that's what they want. Domestically, Solo was the lowest opening weekend Star Wars ever, and I think it was around like 84 million.
Mm.
It cracked 100, didn't it? It was like a holiday weekend, I think.
Memorial
That's the
Day.
thing,
Memorial.
Memorial, but they only do when they
Oh, so
do
we won't get
opening
the numbers
weekend.
to tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
People, yeah.
But when they do opening weekend, they don't count Memorial Day. They count Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's like Thanksgiving week.
I think it'll be in the 90s.
I think it's like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
When movies open up on a Wednesday, okay, great. Wednesday and Thursday, great. But they count Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the crappy part about it. So
Weird thing, because they want to be like, they're like, it's the first Star Wars movie in. So, okay, it's new Star Wars, so we have to do it as new Star Wars. It's like, okay, but it's also The Mandalorian. It's like, it's also Solo. It's also Rogue One. It's like, we're not going to compare this directly to Harrison Ford is back. Like, we're not going to go over here.
Yeah.
It's like, as a Star Wars movie, that's a horrible opening. As a movie that's spun off from like a TV show that hasn't been on for 3 years, that could be one of like the best opening
Right.
time. Like, they're like, we don't really know how to gauge.
So what do they refer to it? So not comparing it to the Skywalker saga.
Yeah,
But
like
the nine movies.
but here's the thing, though, is when it comes to Star Wars movies, it's like anything else. Whether you're the superstar of a basketball team or you're the 13th guy on the roster, you're still considered a professional athlete.
Oh yeah. It's still part
You know
of
what I
it
mean?
ultimately. Yeah.
That's how they're saying. That's how they're ranking these and rating these. Is no matter spin-off, TV show, whatever.
Yeah, and people are counted at 7 years. And this is
and it's the first Star Wars movie in 7 years.
Yeah.
This is not. It's a movie. Whether it's a spin-off, it's a movie is a movie. And they're saying right now, out of all the Star Wars movies, this one is projecting to maybe come below that. I think it surpasses Solo, but not by not much. But I think it's about 89 to 90 million.
Yeah, but ultimately, I think the life of Star Wars depends on movie-wise. It's the next movie, the Ryan Gosling movie.
That's the big one. Like that's the one for me, the big one. But
Right.
also at the end of the day, though, too, is when it comes to Star Wars, I used to remember as a kid, this used to be huge events. And ever since Disney took over, I think out of anything Disney's put out, to me, the Mandalorian, and this is just me, Mandalorian, the first 2 seasons were great. Season 3 was kind of a letdown for me. I enjoyed it, but it was still kind of a letdown.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, Andor is the best thing they put out there, TV-wise. But movie-wise, to me, it's Rogue One. I think it's the one
I just want to say, don't underestimate how popular Baby Yoda is.
Oh, absolutely.
Listen. There may be some people our age or whatever that might not appreciate this movie that much, but there's kids between 3 and 10 that's gonna make their parents go see this movie. So I wouldn't underestimate this movie based on the Star Wars lore, because at the end of the day, there's more kids than there are adults. That's just what it is.
And you're right, because like my wife, she watches Star Wars because of me. She went to see this movie because of Grogu, not because of it's Star Wars. She went to go see it because of that.
But like, that's what the what's the name is. The audience is Grogu brings children and women to the movie.
That's exactly,
and that's who's gonna go see this movie. And you got to think those families. That there's
women.
For every one adult, there's going to be 3 kids with them, right?
Yeah.
For every one adult, there's going to be 2 or 3 kids with them. For every family, there's going to be 3 kids with them. Like, also, like that audience of kids.
What's the selection right now for families though? Sheep detectives.
What'd you say?
What's in theaters?
Yeah, what's in theaters right now that families can go watch? Exactly.
Animal Farm.
Yeah.
So nothing.
Yeah,
they're going to see this.
All the animated shit is already on its way out.
Let me ask y'all this:
Hoppers is gone. Mario's gone.
Did y'all get the Minions bookends?
Yeah.
Him surfing.
What the fuck was going on?
Yeah.
It was like after they showed the first one. Tell me this: they showed the first one, and then it was like a really awkward pause.
Yeah, like it was like
between the next trailer.
And then he like clicks a window.
Yeah.
I was just like this is Disney, not Universal. What's with all the Minions?
It is like, okay, you click the thing. It was like black for like almost
like
30
seconds of like, what the fuck was that? Was that an accident? Is he up there?
Yeah.
And then they eventually showed the Minion trailer.
The actual trailer, yeah.
But
they showed 2 of those, and then
the trailers I'm in terms of trailers go, man. I understand the internet allows us to get things quicker and all of those things, but watching the Spider-Man trailer, I was like, man, I wish I would have just saw this for the first time right now. You know what I mean? I watched that. I seen that trailer on YouTube, and I got to the movies, and there was a time where I would have gotten to the movies, and I would have saw the Spider-Man trailer and be like hype, right? Yeah. But like that whole excitement of seeing it on the big screen is dimmer because like I've already seen it on YouTube, and it's like, man, I missed that time period where this would have been the first time I saw this, right? Like that kind of hurt a little bit. I was like, damn. And then they're making Moana live action for no reason, bro. Like
cash grab.
That's been Disney in the past,
it's like
15 years.
We went and saw the Billie Eilish thing, and like, I swear to God, the little teaser thing for Sonic 4 played, and I didn't know that existed.
I got that shit before Top Gun.
Yeah, I did too. I sent y'all that picture. That's when I
don't know if it's on the internet. It started playing, and I was like, did the DJ Khaled. Like I was like,
when I put it in, you're like, it's real. Like, yeah.
Real? Yo, you never get to do that no more though.
No.
You know what I mean?
No clue it was even out there.
Yeah. It's one movie that did that. There's a special super duper duper teaser that only played in IMAX theaters. I think it was last year for the Odyssey when John Barenthal is talking.
Mm-hmm. I think I got it.
Yeah, I'm talking about the first one, and that never went online anywhere. But
let me ask you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Let me ask you something. You think that's an accident? Let me ask you something. Going on a fucking Odyssey?
Yeah.
Man, Zendaya was in 3 of the 5 first trailers I saw, bro.
And Tom Holland was in at least 2.
Robert Pattinson is like
all over
40, and he's in every movie now.
It's like them 3. They're sharing movies.
Yeah,
they're intertwined. Like
they tag team it.
Like, he's in one movie with one, and then he's in the movie with the other, and then she's in the movie with Robert Pattinson. It's like, damn.
But how much time do we have, Randy, before you cut?
About 35 minutes.
All right, I want to the switch. I think just a little bit exhausted. We should have brought this up at the beginning, but I want to ask y'all about this. It's most of us have seen Michael
Rocket.
Leave Rocket alone.
I don't have to see it. I lived it. I see you.
Experience.
Like,
no.
ooh, that was that gangster. I ain't gotta say I live that shit.
Okay.
No, but
Sorry.
so Randy brought up
How them knees feeling?
the fication of stuff. I want to talk about the bullshit-fication of certain things. It's just stupid, man. So Michael is what? Is it the highest grossing movie of the year so far?
Gotta be.
Gives a shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
Damn, where'd that come from?
It's Super Mario Galaxy.
Well, yeah, of course.
Good.
It's gonna be some animated.
Good for that.
So Michael is definitely live action, at least the highest grossing.
Mhm.
It's a successful movie.
Right.
Point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when did Michael Jackson passed away? It's 2009.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Michael's
All right.
third. Domestically, Michael's number 3.
Hail Mary?
Hail Mary's number 2.
Fucking good.
Yeah. Now I'm going to this thing. When was the Michael Jackson the trial for the BS? It was 2005, correct?
Yeah. Freshman.
Yeah. So looking at the timeline of things, this Michael movie came out a month ago or so, 2026.
Yeah.
Y'all have had all this time. The movie's a success, and then all of a sudden, boom! Michael Jackson, The Verdict documentary, Netflix. I'm like, geez, y'all can't just leave a man alone. And it's
Nope.
one thing that people are tripping about is,
Netflix
the
is
dramatic voiceover in this Netflix documentary. You get to decide what the verdict. No, fuck you.
Right.
It was decided 20 years ago. Not guilty by a jury of his peers. The end. We don't get to decide shit. We have our opinions on everything. And we know.
Eric, you're acting like the opinion of Twitter isn't the end all be all in the world.
Oh my God! It is like y'all bankrolled it.
Mary is so fed up. He said, "Fuck y'all."
I can't do this no more.
Memories.
I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, but no, it's insane. The timing
I thought
of
he
it
went to go
really.
get some water.
I was watching Prime yesterday. What was I watching?
The Boys.
On Prime.
Nick was watching The Boys.
Yeah, I was looking for the boys.
On the cock.
I was looking on the cock. I couldn't find any boys. I was looking on Prime, and there was a movie, and I had never heard of it prior to yesterday. It was called Michael Jackson Searching for Neverland, and it was a movie, and it was Chad Coleman, from the Wire and The Walking Dead, played Bill, bodyguard guy. And it was just Chad Coleman. It was like a scene of Chad Coleman talking to whoever played Joe. And he looked more like Joe than Coleman Domingo did, whoever this guy was. But as Chad Coleman just looked, they didn't make him look like Bill at all. It was just Tyrese from The Walking Dead standing there like, Joe, you're going to have to go. And then it was like Michael was like, it was some guy in a bunch of prosthetics, like, thank you. Oh.
Hell, that's
Listen.
interesting. I mean, Michael's bodyguard we now got the image of him. He's a very light-skinned individual.
Yeah, and it was like just you know him from The Wire.
From The Wire.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. Come on, Bill. He was like,
But also another thing we brought up earlier on top. We bringing up Tom Holland and Zendaya. At Twitter, like, good Lord. So Lupita Nyong'o released a statement. She said, basically, she was like, man, I don't give a shit. y'all gonna talk. Like, I don't know, Randy and Merritt, y'all check-ins on Twitter. It's like I get a reminder every time I click in. It takes less than a minute.
yeah.
Like, God, dog, y'all
I don't
really
interact with people.
Y'all, I can't wait not to watch this movie. Like, oh my goodness. Helen of Troy she looked like this. No, she didn't.
Bro, listen. For all the negative people that about Michael and his nephew and Michael Jackson wasn't this and that, I just know the movie was number 1. It went down.
It
It went back to number 1. His music went number 1 on
Hitting
all
the charts
streaming.
again. Yeah, when it all comes
All
down.
his videos are hitting 1 million on YouTube now. And this movie right here, this miniseries right
Oh,
here,
there you go. Yeah.
this thing right here,
Jackson, the American Dream.
I ordered this for Randy. the week Michael came out on Amazon. Now, prior to that week, this miniseries, you could buy it for $7 on Amazon.
Yeah, was 75 now?
Right. I ordered it for Randy
Don't
the
spend no
week the
$75
movie
on
came
me.
out. Right?
Out of print.
I went back. He was supposed to get it in 2 days. I went back and looked. The day it was supposed to go out, it was on back order for a month.
Sounds like Amazon.
And then this movie went from $7.95 to $45.
Yeah. That sounds
Like
about
that.
right.
And it's sold out everywhere. So for all the people that have something to say,
I'm not even gonna open that shit.
no, bro, you shouldn't. Because I think, yeah.
I'm about to flip that shit on eBay for $1 million.
Bro, if I send you this shit and you sell it, I'm killing you. I'm gonna kill you.
The whole world just hear that. So if I disappear,
But I want y'all to watch. There's gonna be an inverse, critic wise, of the Michael movie. These critics are gonna love this documentary, and the fans are gonna hate it. Just like the opposite of the movie, you know.
Fuck, Netflix should just be on some attention whore shit.
Bro,
now.
everybody is on. Bro, anything that becomes super successful, because remember,
Everybody got to get their cut.
last year, when Sinners was this huge talk, right? Every day you would get on the internet or social media, there was either something really bad being said about Sinners, something being said about Michael B. Jordan, and then when the award season came, it was like kamikaze everywhere. They do that all the time. When Weapons came out, they did it. When anything that's successful, then the Michael movie being successful is always going to be a gift and a curse. People are always going to have something to say, and if someone can manipulate a way to make money, good or bad, negative or not, they're going to do
Oh,
it.
they're gonna do it. Yeah.
They're going to.
Yeah,
They tried to kill Michael B. Jordan. Oh, he will never win. He's not going to blah, blah. It was all of this stuff, and then he won, and then that was a problem. Oh, why is he going to eat a cheeseburger after winning? Bro, nobody can do anything no more, bro.
Yeah.
Literally everybody goes to In-N-Out after they win Best Actor.
The dude can't even be hungry anymore.
Paul
He can't be
Giamatti did
hungry.
that shit.
That's just how people are. You can say it's human nature.
Nick, I see what you did there. I see what
That
you
fool, like, oop. Well, yeah.
Hey, so like,
What an asshole.
so everybody's seen Obsession except Rock. How you come back like this, man?
Bro, it's life. I'm what, really
I mean, to be fair, it's a lot of stuff out. It's
Yeah.
like I was telling Randy
I saw it.
before we went live in the last in the last month and a half. I've only seen Devil Wears Prada 2 and
Cheap.
Star Wars. Like I still have to see Obsession. I got to see Mike. I see Mortal Kombat. It's like right now because our baseball season just ended, and now I'm working with getting paperwork done for the kids at school and all that. So it's like once school is out, that's when I'm catching up with everything.
Hey, what's
Obsession is God is.
Yeah.
Hey, you saw Is God Is yet?
Yeah, I dropped the what's the name? I hated that movie, man.
I couldn't see your
I didn't look.
I ain't see what you said about it on Letterboxd. I ain't
Oh,
see
you ain't see my star rating?
your review. I think I saw your star rating, but you didn't review it.
You ain't see my 1-star rating?
Yeah, okay.
Nah,
I saw your rating, but I didn't see your review. I was trying to see what you said.
Fantastic movie.
I didn't like
I think I mentioned in the thing, I did about Sterling K. Brown. This fool popped in for one scene, lit everything. Well, it's not a spoiler for the movie. No pun intended. Lit everything on fire and left.
He might be fighting for present day best actor in the world, man, male wise.
Yeah.
Agreed.
His range from where he can do. I don't know because I don't know if y'all watched this. I know I watched the TV show because this was like my first real introduction to him. The This Is Us show or whatever it was called. I think it was This Is Us. I think that's what it was called.
It.
But it was the show with Mandy Moore or whatever. It was like a really like emotional drama show or whatever. That's where I kind of know him from. But seeing him there to seeing him in Is God Is insane. Like his range is crazy.
Yeah.
He's
He
really
can be-
Definitely.
He can be funny.
Cool,
He
like-
can be
Right, I'm about to
serious.
say
He
he
can
could
be
be
emotional.
comedy.
Yeah, he can
His
do everything.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode. Just
Bruh.
talk about that one.
Yeah.
That shit was so good.
The first
Yeah.
I saw him in was have you ever seen Our Idiot Brother with Paul Rudd?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Was he
yeah,
in
Like,
yeah.
that?
Full officer, and he talks to him like really.
Yeah.
And in American Fiction. If you ever saw American Fiction,
That's
Great
a good
in
one.
American
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
His
He's
Oscar-nominated performance, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
great in American Fiction.
he's
Like I don't know if I can name like if you gave me like a group of actors and he was in it and he was like pick the best one. I don't know if I could pick anyone over him right now. I don't know if I could because he's great. Yo, he carries Paradise. He's carrying that show
Oh, yeah. That's what I hear.
single handedly.
But I think the single best, one of my favorite scenes in Black Panther is the astroplane scene when Killmonger and they talk and that's one of my favorite scenes with him and Sterling K. Brown. Yeah, but
I think
no,
it would be dope for them to do a prequel with Sterling with him. And
him in Oakland.
With the
Yeah.
the brother dynamic of T'Challa's dad and him
Yeah,
and how they that would be dope to see.
yeah, but
Just
no,
acting
all
wise.
Marvel. Or it's like I'm building an empire.
yeah, but Is God Is a fantastic movie. It talks to a lot of important things when it comes to inherited family trauma and all that stuff. And
Yeah, it carries
It's
a lot. It touches a lot.
oh yeah, it's an intense movie, but it's good.
Yeah, the ending it was very jarring to me. Like I was like the movie was ending. I was like, "Ah!" I was like,
Yeah.
Yo, I kind of knew it was going to happen because they have like been like giving subtle hints throughout the movie, like going back because I watched a lot of reviews and people when I really love a movie, I like to see what a lot of other people were thinking about it or whatever, and so I've watched a lot of it and like seeing some of the reviews. It's like, oh, I didn't even catch that when I was watching it, but on another watch, this movie would be even better. And that's another way to be like, oh, that's how good this movie was. Because there was a lot of things in this movie that like they told you throughout the movie. And like, it's like that happened. And then at the end, when it happens, you're like, oh, this was like, they kind of was touching on this was what was going to happen at the end the whole time. So it's a lot of that. The movie was good. The movie was... Obsession
Definitely.
was good too. I liked Obsession.
So Nick's probably the only other person that saw Passenger.
oh,
Nick heard that too. Nick heard that too.
whoa. Are we still talking? The Boys is over.
Eric, Pride Month is in a couple weeks.
Find a new show. There's no.
Y'all are dumb. But no, Passenger.
You said Dick?
Nick.
I didn't say anything.
No, man.
I almost went and saw Passenger over. I almost went
Okay,
and saw
fine.
Passenger over
Eric
Mandalorian.
said Pocket Rocket.
Pocket Rocket.
Oh, boy.
Last night at 10:30, and fucking almost full, and there was a full-on altercation in my theater.
About what?
We could
Like-
have started with this.
It would.
Yeah.
And so the guy went and got the manager, and like the manager had to come in and like threaten to kick the dude out over his phone. The dude, I was like trying to like watch the movie and not like I was like, all right, ugh. And it's like the kid was like genuinely dumbfounded. Like he was like, "I'm not bothering anybody, bro." And he's like, "You're bothering the entire theater right now."
Oh, one of the bro, them motherfuckers.
What was he doing?
Yeah.
On his phone, like he was like,
on his phone.
like, dude,
Yeah.
phone away. And he was like argued back, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna go handle this real quick." And like a guy left, and like two people came back in with the guy because they like started arguing, and I was like, "Is this real? Like, is this really happening?"
First of all, Nick. You're insane for going to see that movie at 12 o'clock, bro. And you drove home after that, bro.
I drove home.
said, the first time I saw the trailer for that movie in the theaters,
I'm never
I
driving
was
again.
like, man, this movie is going to be insane.
It was inconsequential to me. I was telling my friend that movie Crawl with the alligators. I remember going to sit in the theater and thinking it was really good. I was like, "Oh, that was scary." I got in my car and like looked in the back seat. Like I was like,
Yeah, I've done it. I've done that too.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I got in passenger and just drove home. And I was like,
Yeah.
Urban legend, bro. I always check the back seat.
I checked back, so I was like, alligators in here? And I was like,
man, I watched a lot of Dexter, man. So you always got to make sure you check.
Yep.
I got in passenger. I started driving home, and I was like, that meant nothing
Eric
to me.
and Nick gave it the exact same score.
I mean, we did. But it is what it is to me.
I read your review, and I was like, I agreed with it. We were reading it last night. I was like, it like started out, there was like good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kept getting dumber. Like,
like progressed. Like, what's happening?
So good.
I hate that though. I hate that, man, because the trailer.
The trailers is
legit
amazing.
Had me like, yo,
arguably best trailers of the year.
Yeah, I kind of wish they didn't show it, so it would have been a surprise within the movie.
Kinda, but like, there's other good stuff, like the parking lot scene.
Yeah,
where she's outside of the gym. I was like, dude, this is so good. This is so different.
And what I spoiled the projector scene too. It's some creative stuff in it, and
cool. I was like, all right, this movie's like kind of better. But then they just kept going. It's like she just finds a book. She's like, do you know about this? The Hobo Code. And it's like, sometimes you just have to look for the signs. And it's just like a fucking arrow. It's like, know what you're looking for. And it's like an arrow.
It's like, what do you say? I'm surprised you didn't say it, Nick. Like, what do you say? It's a good thing we have the
whatever device. Thank God
whatever device.
Book in this random ass shop that is apparently built for people, the super specific group of people who live out of their vans like we do. Like, apparently we found this shop specifically for us that has like shirts and shit and all book that just explains everything that I need. And it was like, oh God.
And like I said in the group, like this random Melissa Leo.
Leo.
Like Academy Award winning Melissa Leo.
Winner.
That's unfortunate, man. Because I was thinking that was probably going to be like the scariest movie of the year, and then.
But that's saying a lot. This is a big year for horror movies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, listen, there's
already
some stuff that came out, man.
Like people missed Hokum.
Hokum was good as hell.
A lot of people, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's seen it.
No, because they've already saying they've already given Obsession the best horror movie of the year so far. Like I'm seeing it all over where everybody's like, Obsession is the best horror movie of the year. Like they've already given it to that, and that girl, she's about to make so much money, man.
Well, the funny thing is that girl, she was in the Superman show, but I'm going blank.
Lois and Superman and Lois, right?
Lois, yeah, she was in that. She was on that show. The funny thing about it too is like Hokum, that's with Adam Scott, right?
Yeah.
I heard that movie's phenomenal. Obviously I haven't seen shit this year, so I mean it's like it's. I've heard it's pretty damn good, and yet that and the other one was it Back Rooms. I'm hearing is kind of creepy too.
Yeah. And what's the name? Nobody saw it. Exit 8. Well, most people.
Isn't that based off a video game or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm about to say something real messed up though.
Uh-oh.
Man, the crazy thing is that Scream 7, all they had to do was deliver, man. They had all the advantages in the world. And
all that motherfucker had to do was stick the landing.
Like bro, like all of these first time, never heard of original horror movies that we're praising, and it's like Scream 7. All you had to do was show up. You had everything going for you. You just had to be the best movie this year. That's it.
We were all rooting for you.
But also, at the end of the day, though, too, even if, like, let's take those franchises like Halloween, Friday 13, Scream, and all that. We already know what we're going to get is how we're going to get there in this movie, right? Where all these new horror flicks and ideas, it's a different twist. It's something that, for us, is... It's not original because it's been taken from somewhere else, but we haven't seen it in so long, it's original. And at the end of the day, it's something different. You know what I mean? It's like if you go to Baskin Robbins and you get chocolate ice cream, all right, you know what's your shit, but you know what? I'm going to try the chocolate chip ice cream. That ice cream has been there forever. Now it's different to us because we never had it. That's how I feel like horror is. It's same tropes, but with horror, it's kind of like comedy. If you're a comedy movie, the plot could be shit, but if you make people laugh, people forget about it. People come out laughing, it's a good movie.
But I just feel like
the same way.
But
Slashers the same thing, though. It's like, there's a plot, whatever, but if you get the right jump scares and the right intensity and tension at the right times and all that, The plot could be shit, but if it made you, if it creeped you out a little eerie, or like Nick said, after seeing the movie Crawl, looking back at alligators when you live in fucking, let's say, Arizona, you know what I mean? It's at the end of the day is things like that. That means that movie did its job for what the genre was. You know what I mean? So it's like if you're a horror movie and you're watching, it's like there's nothing scary about it, failed. If you're a comedy movie, like the Marvel show She-Hulk, it's supposed to be based on a comedy. I read the comics; they had moments of laughter, but if you're a comedy show and you don't make me laugh, that show didn't do its job. You know what I mean? So that's that. You know, it's
but I think with the slasher movies, this is what I think the problem is with the slasher movies. The slasher movies have become overly committed to the legacy characters in a way, and part of the problem is us as the audience wanting these legacy characters. With like the complaint, they're so fearful of the complaint. Like, why didn't they bring such and such back? And why didn't they? I didn't like it because they didn't. We get the audience is so committed to legacy characters and everything needing to be connected that Scream and Halloween and all of these things can't do anything new.
I know what you did last summer.
When the reality is, the legacy character stories are already told. Bring us brand new, fresh characters and create a story around them where we really don't know who did what. We don't know who these characters are, and let us build that nostalgia of like, I really don't know again. When you put these legacy characters in there, you're thinking they're not going to kill her. They're not going to do this. Oh, that's such and such daughter. And then now you're committed to this legacy story all over again. And now you're going back trying to connect it to Scream 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop trying to connect these movies and give us brand new movies. And that's what make it, like what you're saying, Rocket, fresh, is that this is a whole new story, whole new characters, don't have nothing to do with what happened before. Let's go. You know what I mean? Those movies are old enough to move forward now. You know what I mean?
And I agree. And Eric just said it too right now. Like, I know what you did last summer. That ruined Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character for me. Like, even in the original was not knowing where it ended.
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense. But also, here's the difference. If you want to do that, then do your research and do your homework. Are there scenes, let's just say, hypothetically, in those two movies that Freddie Prinze Jr. is in, are there scenes where he seemed suspicious? Then if that's the case, incorporate that. If this is how you were going to do his character, put a twist on it where if you go back in the movies, I can see that, or I can see this. If that's what you do, but that was never the case.
It's just based on shock value. That's it. So it's lazy.
Shock value.
Yeah.
That's
what it is.
That's all they want now. And you have to be able. I just feel like time has gone long enough where we can leave things where they were without having to destroy these legacy characters.
I agree.
Image in these new movies for the shock value to keep the old. Like, you don't need to keep us, the older audience, connected. Just create something new. The fact that you create a Scream movie alone is enough for us to say, I'm going to the movies to see it. We've gone to see every single Scream movie, good, bad, or indifferent. So we're going because we like the Scream franchise. Just give us something brand new, bro. And I like the direction that the Scream was going in with the younger ones, and with everything going on in the world and people saying this on social media and people pulling out. I understand like that a lot of stuff happened, but pulling out, pause.
Y'all on the road.
What is wrong with them, man?
Randy.
What is wrong with them? But like, just commit to giving. It's nothing wrong with just saying it doesn't have to be a reboot. Just tell a different story. Yeah. We don't need the legacy characters. We don't need any of that. Just let it go.
See, and like you said it, Mary, like in the Scream movies in the past, you know, it's always two people. Okay, why? There's always a reason. And you know, if you just, you know, stop and, you know, think about it. Okay, I could see it, even though it could be outrageous or outlandish, but you could see the reasoning behind it. This last Scream movie, there was no reasoning whatsoever. You had like someone who worked at a psych ward, and the lady who killed her husband, because
spoilers, by the way, people.
They ain't seen it by now. That's
Y'all
on them.
motherfuckers ain't missing shit.
Yeah, it's like it just didn't make any sense.
But you know who've always done really good with that? Final Destination. Final Destination would have a legacy character in a newer movie or whatever. They'll go see them. They'll be in a psych ward or padded up or whatever. They'll go talk to them. And then basically, like, they'll be able to use the information and knowledge for them. But then that legacy character, you don't see them no more. It ain't like they come to save the day or nothing. Final Destination just continues on with their story after that. Final Destination's always done a really good job with that.
And also,
So,
like, if you
they're
have a
not
legacy
gonna do it.
character,
Go
they're not
ahead.
going to do it. But like, they'll mention that legacy. They'll mention in passing, but they'll never bring them back.
Bring them back. They've
But I
always done
mentioned with Scream 7 in my review, something they should do that Final Destination did, and it brought back one of the better films in the series overall. Like from Scream 4 to Scream 5, they should take a break and regroup.
Mm-hmm.
And but they're gonna rush to Scream 8. They already hired screenwriters.
Yeah.
You know, despite everything we're talking about, Scream 7 is the most successful Scream movie in the series.
That's crazy.
But you know, we could blame, you know, tickets cost more, inflation and all that, but it's successful. It made over $200 million worldwide, and those movies don't have large budgets. But
and it's a popular. It's a Scream.
Yeah.
It's a popular. You know.
but I like these screenwriters they got
That's
from
gross.
the TV show. We don't know who the director's going to be, but it still is it's always going to be the controversy with Randy's girl. Then so you thinking about it, you know who your girl is.
Don't
Yeah.
think that I do. In relation to Scream?
Yeah, from the Core 4. There's no more Core 4.
Oh.
You know, the
We never
controversy.
talked about that. Should we talk about, are her comments legit?
Which ones? There was recent comments.
I have kind of mixed feelings about her comment. I've always considered myself like on her side,
Of course.
but her like the little interview they did with her like a month ago or a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
kind of like, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it.
Oh, I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
Well, what is? Give us
in
a
this movie.
summarization. What did she say?
She like
Basically, fuck anybody that I worked with in 6 and 5 and 6 that was in 7.
they
Ooh.
little quotes out and like use them as the big headlines.
Are they
when they're-
legit, though? Did she really say
But
it?
like
Probably not.
That's what I'm talking about.
referred to it as
Or they put it out of context like they
Yeah.
always do.
a little, yeah, like they push it forward as like the headline, like, oh, this is what she said. This is her opinion.
Right.
I'm the screaming. It's like, no, that's not. It was but she did refer to it as like they said, you know, did you feel weird about people coming back, like the people that came back for 7 after what happened to you? And she referred to it as a little scabby. It was scabby of them, basically like crossing the line. And I'm like, I don't really agree with that.
I get you, Nick. I get you,
I
Nick.
don't,
She also was
I
talking
understand you,
shit on Paramount the
but-
way that Nick be talking shit on Disney.
I get.
That
I
shit
do
ain't make that
understand you,
much.
Nick.
They
But
lying.
like sometimes, like when you work with a cast of people or whatever, you build like relationships or whatever. So like us, like we none of us really. Well, I didn't know any of you guys. I met all of you guys through Randy, right? Now I have like friendships with you guys. Like we're close, we're cool, right? Like, and if something comes up that I'm completely opposed to, and we're friends, and y'all are like, no, I'm doing that or whatever, and y'all know how I feel about it. For me personally, it doesn't mean I'm right, but I can understand me being like, come on, man, y'all supposed to be my boys, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
it could be a situation where she was in these movies, she was doing these movies with these people, she's built relationships with these people, like
Right.
she has relationships with them, and they saw that she was treated a certain way, right? And now she's like, and I can understand her saying, I get it, you know, this is their job, this is how they make their money, but I feel a little iffy about it right now with them. You know what I mean? I get
Just like
that.
your video is iffy.
I got a phone call. That's why.
No, but yeah, it's touchy. I'd like to
Yeah. If
track down this whole interview.
I would have agreed with it more. Like if she'd have been like, you know, obviously, yeah, it hurt my feelings, but I'd be like, well, yeah, totally. But like to be like, it was scabby to me. It was like they crossed the picket line to do that. I'm like, Well, was it Scabby? You all came back for 6 after Nev Campbell very publicly was like,
Yeah.
Paramount treated me disrespectfully. They offered me this. I countered with this, and they were like, no, fuck you. We can do it without you. I was like, you all came back for 6. Like, how is that not Scabby? And I'm not saying...
Yeah.
Like I said, it's from everybody has a different certain point of view.
Dollar bill.
That's
Bro,
what
I don't care about none of that, bro.
I'm back.
You were in these movies.
Yeah.
You was one of the most important pieces of what was going forward.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see it finished, bro. Like,
I agree. But
like,
also,
nobody care. I don't care about any of that.
like Nick, you just said it. You know, Nev Campbell got released after Scream 5. You know, it was, you know, negotiations didn't work out. They all came back. But also, people forget. She forgets, too, is if it wasn't for Nev Campbell, there'd be no Scream movies.
But then she came back and was cool with that weak ass killer motivation and the whole weak ass third act. The same way Jamie Lee Curtis was okay with weak ass fucking Corey and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, like I told Randy with Halloween, you know, what was it? Halloween Kills and then Halloween Ends. When I saw Halloween Ends, I told Randy Halloween Kills just went up my rankings, because that's the thing that's how I feel about how Scream 6 was. Like, I enjoyed it, but after watching Scream 7, Scream 6 looks like a master fucking piece. You know what I mean? It was like...
But like, Merritt said, it's a touchy thing. You got to put everything into perspective. Y'all is, you know, they have a living to make, and it's not that they don't support you. It's a real touchy. It's not a clear-cut situation.
Yeah.
I mean, Randy,
Hello.
you know, Randy is cool with me. The fact that he thinks Time Cop is better than Hard Target, I don't fault him for that.
And I don't fault you for being wrong either, homeboy.
And like,
I don't fault you for thinking Hard Target is better than Double Impact when it's not.
Wait, whoa. Now you're just getting disrespectful.
Hell no. Double Impact been my shit since I was too young to watch that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Whew.
I'm sorry. You and Rocket ain't never been too young to watch nothing.
Bro, I've been watching
Rocket catching
strays.
Man.
What do you say me for?
Well, random. They got a new edition of Double Impact. 4K. Yeah, it's sweet. But it's
we get it, you're nerds.
Remember where to
Love it.
Fellas, listen, I gotta be out though. I gotta be out.
We about to wrap anyway.
The next one.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah, so that's a good stopping point, honestly. I don't know if y'all forgot, but we was talking about the Mandalorian and Grogu. Let us know what y'all thought about that motherfucker. I'll be back to put a wrap on this episode. We be back in 2 weeks, probably reacting to Masters of the Universe and Scary Movie and shit. It is Rec League. Yo, welcome to the coronation. Time I lay down the house rules. Anytime I am speaking, I don't want to see your mouth move. Them loud dudes is clown shoes. Always want attention, no substance, making loud moves. My name is Randy Little, and I am petty as fuck. I know you bitches is ass, and I am ready to fuck. Even if you in a Chevy get trucked. I know you can't afford to get your paper torn making confetti and stuff. You ain't shit. Goodfellas Joe Pesci is tough. Taking some L's in the long run you might be better for. Not gang affiliated, but these bitches throwing up looking like Skeletor. Claiming that they model bitches. Cause you simps like to follow bitches. You fucking dweebs gotta admit feelings when you crushing on chicks. Trying to act like I'm the one with the obsession how I be snapping with sticks. These rhymes got me cat killing like I am curiosity. It ain't no shame in telling people that you lost to me. And chill till the next episode.